Hey, howdy, y'all. Hello! Oh my God. Yes, we didn't screw up our calendar, even though it's a Thursday above our heads. It is Friday, and welcome to Wrestling on the Rocks. Oh my God, Friday night last call is what we're calling it.
Yep.
I say working for the weekend because, Loverboy's been fucking awesome.
Well,
So thank you guys for joining us here on Wrestling on the Rocks. I am your hostess, Ms. Amanda Jane, and of course, the Ed McMahon to my Johnny Carson, or what was his name? I'm blanking out. Conan O'Brien, dude, Andy Richter. You are the Andy Richter to my Conan O'Brien.
We are the bronze lovers of the IWC. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you all know that. And you all should know by now that we have to thank our friends over at Fans First Sports Network for being cool peeps. Or as Orange Cassidy would say, this one. Yeah, people. I gotta get a green screen. I know, because my hair looks very frizzy. But yes, and it blinks in the background. But anyway, so Digi, how's your Friday? It's really weird to be on a Friday.
I mean, it's Friday.
It's Friday, yes. And so, because it's Friday, and as we always do, let's do a little game of what's in your glass. Is it the usual? But for those who don't know your usual, please tell.
Normally, black velvet or sheepdog peanut butter whiskey, but as you can tell.
Oh. Okay.
However.
Oh.
I have a big, large glass of Irish breakfast tea and coffee.
Yes, because someone's not feeling well. So.
Meh. I like tea every now and then.
Well, yeah, I know.
Afternoon tea.
Well, we have lots of tea. You came to the right place.
That's our HR department.
Yeah. The HR department says, yeah. So, of course, guys, I've got the huge because it's the Coca-Cola, but I have a sponsored, not sponsored, and I know we will never have this sponsor. I have a McDonald's frozen Coke in here that I've found a secret to making longevity in that drink, and not necessarily Sonic, but which if we did it tomorrow, I'd have Sonic, but Anyways, but yes, all you do is you get one of these things like a Hydro Flask, again, sponsored, not sponsored. You get a stand, whatever your choice is. Yeti, I don't fucking care. Any one of those ones. Put some ice on the bottom. And then if you get like, this only really applies to like the Coke ones, or, you can do that wild cherry Pepsi or whatever the fuck, I don't know, whatever you want in here. And then put the frozen thing, 7 Slurpees, do good too. And then pour in your said beverage, a little bit of it, drink what's in there, and while it's still icy, throw some more soda in, and guess what? You can nurse this bullshit for quite a while. So yes.
Well, I lost my mic, I think.
No, I hear you.
Oh, what did it do with it?
Yeah, I hear you. Huh. So yeah, folks. So tip from me, because that's what we do here. So I'm just sharing the wealth. And speaking of sharing wealth, it's not wealth, but let's do birthdays, because honestly, there's not a lot. And it's weird. Well, it's weird to me that they're not a lot. So but I do have to apologize, because last week we did forget one person, and I did not know. And hello, how can I not know? Who's one of our favorites when he was on NXT, but Grayson Waller.
Yes.
Happy birthday. Oh, I love
Grayson Waller.
I just don't like him with fucking Austin Theory, because I can't stand Austin Theory. So
I think it's necessary, though. Let's be real.
Yeah. So happy birthday, sir. Those right now who are having a birthday, shout out to Mike Rotunda, better known as IRS, also known as the dad of certain wrestler that is dearly missed, Bray Wyatt. I know they're doing yeah. Mm-hmm. And I know they're doing a special thing this year. So him and of course his brother. So
yeah, they
both of them are doing that. Uh-oh.
What?
Rickety rackety.
Oh, my chair? Yeah.
Yes, rickety rackety. But that's okay, because it's episode 1, We're not going to get this, straightened out. But it's kind of cool that, he's celebrating a birthday, so happy birthday. One of the ex-handicapped heroes, Zach Gowen's having a birthday. Happy birthday to Zach Gowen. And also, if y'all didn't know, but I know I've mentioned this before, but he actually did American Ninja Warrior, and I think he was the first disabled person to go on American Ninja Warrior, if I'm not mistaken. So happy birthday to you, Randy Orton.
Badass, for sure.
He is a badass. Randy Orton, happy birthday. Happy birthday to Jack Evans, Lance Storm, Chelsea Green, that a hot mess. I fucking love her. And let's see here. One person who I definitely miss, and I don't know what the hell happened to him again. If you guys know and have seen Scorpio Sky, first of all, wish him a happy birthday. And second, I'm looking for milk cartons, because I haven't seen his face on a milk carton, nor Collision, nor whatever. So I'm led to believe that he doesn't have a contract, but who knows? But me miss you, Scorpio Sky, out there. Another person who is having a birthday, one of my favorite guys in AEW, no secret, but heavyweight Trent Beretta. Happy birthday. When we talk about AEW, we'll go into the other things, but just so FYI, my favorite best friend is Trent Beretta. So yeah. I also think he's the most talented of them, but didn't say that. Anyways, I love Roppongi Vice. We all know that. So anyways, so I'm glad to be seeing that we're seeing more Rocky Romero, because Rocky actually has been at the last couple of Dynamites backstage. So makes me wonder if he's doing more or what's going on. Like, is he doing New Japan anymore? Because he was in New Japan at least 15 years.
Yeah.
At least. But who knows? So happy birthday, Heavyweight Trent. I call him Heavyweight Trent. that started in Reseda when all of a sudden he started bulking up, getting out of that junior phase. So, yay. And finally, there is a very happy birthday to someone who's been on fire. And he's also gracing the cover of PWI this week or right now. Happy birthday to Mustafa Ali.
Yes.
Well, fucking deserved. Our X Division champ over at TNA.
About damn time.
He's one person that I've always felt that they just everyone's kind of dropped the ball, and I'm not just saying WWE. A lot of people have dropped the ball.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that a lot of indie promotions, and then obviously, of course, TNA, have really banked on him. And I think that's phenomenal. What would you like to say about Mr. Ali?
Well, you could tell they didn't know quite what to do with him because they were desperately trying not to sit in the racial category stereotypes like they've done in the past.
Yeah.
And how talented, his presentation was great. They just didn't capitalize when he was on.
Yeah.
I love that whole Iron Man gimmick that he had there for a minute.
Yeah.
They had the mask, and I was digging that hard.
Oh yeah, it was a very good little gimmick, but it just for me is just really kind of like sad because he was one of the ones that were in the indies because he was starting to get his buzz and starting to get those big bookings before they plucked him away. And I always thought that there's certain signings that I thought that were a little premature and they could have waited a little. And I think that they could have waited a little just to see what that potential he has like right now.
Right.
Very similar. And I think that, that just, that's the bad part about when these people sign everybody, because like, look at Nick Wayne. Okay, I know Nick Wayne is his own little phenom, but to be quite honest, the kid's only 18 years old. He's got a style that could end his career rather quickly. And I think that he still needs to develop in his own. I think he's still, he's in that thing with Christian, the patriarchy. But honestly, like I think that's not a good move for him.
No.
So, but yeah.
That's one of those things where you're talking about, an individual that has all the talent in the world, but poor mistakes. But what happens when you have a guy that isn't making poor mistakes and just can't seem to get his feet under? And that's kind of what I like about what's going on over at TNA is that, his Make Wrestling Great Again presidential gimmick. I love it because it's fresh for him. And it makes people pay attention, and that I think that's the bigger catch is he went from nobody to somebody, much in the same way as it revitalized Dolph Ziggler or Nick Nemeth.
Yeah, that's one where I am so glad he has been having the success that he's been having. It's about fucking time,
Yeah.
And do I wish he wasn't in the E as long as he was? Yeah. Because I think that he is one of those people, him now, along with Mustafa Ali and a couple of others, which it's still, like I said, it's going to be interesting still to see post Scott D'Amore. But they have, I think, a really great talent pool to surpass anything that AEW is doing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it could even rival some of the WWE shit. Well, guess who joined us? Willis.
Oh.
Yo, haven't seen
Willis, our correspondent.
I know. Willis has been enjoying Oasis Pro, which we all know is Juicy Finale's promotion. I still haven't gone. I gotta go. I do gotta go. I do have to go. So loving that. And he's going to wrestling school. He's getting back on that train. And I want to manage Willis, but I don't want to take bumps and all that bullshit. I don't need a promo class because I got people who can, you know, watch my shit and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, if I can shut down Ocean Spray at a fucking show, shut him down and make him look stupid, I can do anything. Anyways, so good on you, Willis. And yes, you're early for my rant, but that's later. So,
Yes.
anyways, yeah, so I think that, it's very interesting to see like TNA, like I was kind of taking a peek at it. It's just because those guys are just they've got some great shit. Not only just the women's division, but there's some really great shit happening over
Oh
there.
yeah. In general.
In general, definitely one to watch. He said LMAO, oh my god, as I rock eyebrow, kind of, sort of. Ah, yeah, no, no. You need good representation, Willis. We don't even know what your character is, but you need good representation. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. No, you're
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
So speaking of Bay Area wrestling,
Hmm.
you actually showed me something that was pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
So last time we were live, I talked about that we
Episode
had
1.
some episode 1.
hmm
We had some real Joshi legends over at West Coast Pro.
Mhm.
The lineup was insane. Like, we didn't just have Bull and Medusa. Sorry, it still makes me gush about how cool it was. Um, but on that plus side, sorry, uh, we got to hear, from Medusa what she thought about it. And I am, that's part of why we were not live Thursdays, because she was live Thursday. And there was some discussion about that. Let's see if I can't pull up something a little better, because I will show the clip, because I think it should be shown. Bear with me. Sometimes these things are a little weird.
Absolutely. I will say that uh that was, I believe, because I don't know, I don't think Bull is doing any autograph signings, is she, next weekend
Uh,
for WrestleMania?
I do not know. I
hmm
mean, I'd imagine they'd probably put her at a table, but
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so.
so.
Yeah. So if you were a lucky one that did come out to West Coast Pro, you would have gotten a chance to see Bull. Now, I again did not go. And I think for me, again, part of it, and um, and I'll put this out there, like I have not been a fan of West Coast Pros cards that are in San
Yeah.
Francisco. I mean, I personally do not like Joshi. Okay. And as a woman, okay, who gets criticism and flack because, I think someone might have a great ass or whatever, or good looking person, I get shit on by dudes. The same dudes will sit there and make it very uncomfortable when Joshi are on, because like they're blushing and they're, it's like a sexual thing. And I get it. And also as an Asian American woman, it's like that's a fantasy thing. And I'm just like, no, can't do that. So I can't get behind that,
No.
and also I can't get behind the fact that their card in LA, this is a promotion that's based out of the San Francisco Bay Area. And your card, in my opinion, is better in LA than they are in San Francisco. Because let's us not forget, okay, there is a large section of wrestling fans in the Bay Area that don't really know these people. Case in point, Swerve Strickland, Shane Strickland, when he went to and shout out to Marcus Mack and All Pro Wrestling APW, when he made his only Bay Area uh debut, he actually no, I'm a liar. He did do BTW when they did the Impact crossover shows. But he's the no one knew the whole Whose House Swerve's House thing. So that was kind of disturbing to me because it's fucking Shane Strickland, you know? I mean, he had a huge buzz, and he was on his way to go to the Performance Center when he came.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just saying. But it looks like you have the little clip queued up.
I do, in fact. Let me make some adjustments here.
Yes, and also, just so you know, thank you to Fans First Sports Network for let us showing you some of these great things like this clip we're about to see, and also to other fun stuff.
This is
Like,
a lot.
yeah, it's a
There we go. Professionals, right? Working on that. Okay. Oh, let's get this up. This up.
there she is.
This was from yesterday's stream.
Do we have audio?
Did it?
Nope, no audio.
Oh,
Sorry,
stand
fans.
by.
Okay, if you are listening to the podcast version, so sorry. It's episode 1.
Yeah,
No one
sometimes
ever
it's a little
said that.
wacky.
Yeah, no one ever said that we're like great.
No,
I
sometimes
mean,
things happen.
yeah. I mean, we're rolling with HR. Like right now, the talent on Thursdays is also producing. So, don't shoot the messenger. And no, I am not producing because you would not see or hear any of us. I'd be like, John Cena.
I mean, that's fair.
Do,
Do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Let's try this again. I will get this right. All right. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we?
Yes.
Nice chat.
Okay.
I don't know why she's not signed. I really don't. Just hell of a talent. And a couple of those girls that were there were really good. So, I mean, like good. Like they're solid. They laid them in. They told a story. They were fast and active and just my God. I was just so impressed with it. I really enjoyed myself. Yeah. Now that was one independent company I really enjoyed. I mean, it was just so good.
All right.
I wonder if she is going to come back when they do Queen of the Indies
I
in
mean,
August.
if they gave her a call and they could work business, then I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would.
But what I don't have clipped was her talking about the spread, the amount of that she enjoyed spending time with Chigusa and everybody there, and that she put over Scotty. Is it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she put over Scotty that he just had his shit together, and
Yep.
that it was just such a. Medusa doesn't normally gush about doing signings or some of these smaller events, but this was one of those ones where, they were like, well, do they have, and she asked, is like, is there anything going on with the West Coast Pro? Do they have like any shots from any videos because I know people were filming, and I went, "Hold on, I know people."
Okay, so here's what I have to as news. So normally their film crew, and I want to say that these guys who do the show are shout out to the UGWA film crew. These guys are of indie wrestling. These guys are the best of the best. So they're available to travel. So if you ever want some really good, like mom and pop and really support the indies, these guys are great. I'll even say this. They're better than AEW. And anybody who knows, like Marsh hates fucking the AEW camera. I hate a lot of people hate the AEW camera people. Ugly gives them a run for their money. So shout out to them. And I think I asked and I was told that they did not film any of that.
Mhm.
Um, but it was more like private kind of things. But if she asked, if she reached out to Scotty, he'd be happy to give her whatever he gets through there. Because probably Vinny Massaro probably taped some stuff, probably, I'm assuming. Things like that. So,
Yeah, because
but
I know
definitely,
that
yeah.
it was rare for because it's not that she's not appreciative of everything she goes through, but it's a matter because she's always thankful for everything. But this was just one
But
of those
this
ones
was,
she took a moment.
yeah, yeah. I would really love and hope, and I'll talk to Marsh about this, is if she does come back to Queen of the Indies, I think that that might be good stuff for her podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I know Chigusa is still going to travel because they have a partnership with Marvelous, and
Yep.
that's actually what Medusa was talking about. Was it was kind of a tryout that they had. There were men, there were women there too. Shout out to C4, Guillermo Rosas, and Cody Chun from the Pacific Northwest. They're awesome individually and then as a tag team. They've been on AEW a couple of times doing some jobber shit, but if you go and look at Defy, some of their stuff there, and also even with Prestige actually they have a six-man they're doing with the team of C4. It's C420. It's them and Sonico the luchador. I love Sonico, so shout out to all three of them. So that's coming up
Mhm.
at Roseland 8, which again now Prestige has a partnership with West Coast Pro along with another company which I don't even really know who that is, so I'm not going to talk about them. And I'm just hoping again that we get some of that talent because, but but it's really great to hear that from a Hall of Famer that she really enjoyed the promotion because
Yeah.
that says a lot. You don't hear that about other indies out there. You don't.
No.
Even Prestige. I'll go there. I think Prestige rides West Coast first. Coattails, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, I mean, even the big one, you know, PWG. You don't hear that this about things. You don't
No.
really hear about that about Create a Pro, even though they have a lot of great people. Nothing to knock, Pat Buck and Brian Myers, for what they do over there.
Oh
But
no, not at all.
no, but you just don't get that. And even with Revolver, because we know we love Revolver, we're definitely big Revolver people. But yeah, you don't get that with it. No Glory Pro, no nothing. So it's nice to know that, and even on the West Coast right now, I think Defy started a school too. But it's really great to see that there are a lot of, at least on the West Coast, there's a lot of really great places. A lot of people are doing it. Shout out to Oasis Pro too, because they've got their school. And oh my God, their coaches, holy shit. If I mean, obviously Juicy for now, but
Hmm.
goddamn Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
Jacob fucking Fatu. That's all I'm gonna say because we know that bloodline there. So
It, all
yeah.
I'm gonna say is WrestleMania is a hell of a time to travel.
Mhm. Yes. I don't like the East Coast ones. I kind of like for me, I don't go to WrestleMania. I've gone to so many and not gone to Mania itself or anything. So last year when I went to LA, me going to the Superstore was a big deal because I'd never done anything like that. So
Right.
that was a big deal. It was fun, but big deal that I didn't, hadn't gone. But I like the indie shit. And I don't think WrestleCon is just doing their super show, I believe. And then I think it's all GCW stuff. Now, of course, because GCW is from that area, um, that makes it a little harder, you know. And they're always running in Atlantic City. So, um, yeah. I just like it when there's places that uh we don't see them much. We'll probably never see them in San Francisco. But they also had shitty cards. So, it is what
Well,
it is. Um, I think that if they had done a joint thing with Hood Slam, because since Dark Sheik, Mother Sheik, is on almost every like GCW card pretty much, um, that would be fucking amazing. I think that that would be a big thing. And
well,
then, so
that's like
yeah.
sure GCW is running, but there's also I believe one of the promotions that Allentown's running. I mean,
Mhm.
there's stuff in Pittsburgh running. Like, there's always stuff going on here.
And there's
Uh,
Super Card of Honor, which, you know, the Tony Khan era of Ring of Honor makes me sad. It makes me sad. Um, I don't know. It's not. I just hate saying this, but it's not what was promised to us. You
yeah, not
know,
even close.
not even close. And it's really like one of the matches next week, which I'm really interested to see,
Mm,
is Sheeta versus Athena.
yeah,
About fucking time. About
but
fucking
that's
time
been a
that Sheeta.
long time coming.
I know, and it's about time that Athena's got some solid competition, you know. Not to knock, Billy Starks or anybody, Willow or anybody over there, but again, I think it's more of we need to have the separation of brands, but
Mm.
whatever. So it's just my opinion. But I mean,
I I'm just glad to see them finally have, this was a long time coming. Their styles are similar, and it's always been a what if. To
mhm.
finally get that what if
Oh
is
yeah.
what I'm here for.
Willa said ROH. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, Supercard Honor. That's right there. That's the match. That is the match right there. I mean, I don't know what else is going on. I don't know who Eddie is wrestling. No idea. Um, but that's the match right there. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's worth it just for that in particular, just because you know you don't get like I haven't felt that Athena's gotten a really great shake with some of these really, really great women. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Mark Briscoe is wrestling Eddie Kingston. I wonder if Eddie is going to retain. I personally think no, he shouldn't.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Mm,
Um, because I think for with Mark Briscoe, I think the Briscoes were such and to this day, you cannot deny that that's a name like Samoa Joe, Danielson. Those are names that really, when you think of ROH, those are like the top names that come out of, that come out of your mouth, I think personally.
well, not
And
for
I
me,
think,
but yeah.
yeah. Well, no, but most
I think
people,
of
because people will
Willis
throw
when
in
I
like
think Ring of Honor.
AJ Styles in there. People throw in the Second City Saints, and I'm not talking about one individual. I'm talking the two. Um,
Mm-hmm.
American
Cardona.
Wolves. American
Yeah,
Wolves,
Cardona.
definitely American Wolves there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Red Red Dragon in those years.
Yep.
Um, Willis wants Mark to win, but he doesn't trust Tony with the booking. Who does trust Tony Khan? Mm,
Yeah, pretty
no,
much.
you can't. And I will say this right now. This is a controversial statement, but I will say this now. He says, "Don't get me started." You know, right now, everybody in the world, and this is the Amanda Zen moment. I haven't had one in a while, huh? Episode 1. Thank you, HR. Thank you. We have
We're
a
so fancy. Even the cat's got an Argyle on.
oh yeah, Briscoes for life. Oh yes, the cat has making an appearance in a sweater. Only on
Yep,
episode 1. What can you say?
she's fancy.
We bring the fancy here. Mhm. So I just personally think that right now, you guys are all loving the way Ocean Spray is being booked. You're loving it. But guess what? That's going to change. That shit's going to change.
It always
And
does.
it always does. I don't care if you're, I don't know if you're The Rock. I don't care if you're whomever and whomever. Kenny Omega took a back seat. Okada right now is Okada. I have my opinions on Okada right now, but yeah, it goes. Like, I'm sorry. Like, let's prime example of Tony fucking up bookings. Why did Sting have to retire a champion? Okay, why did you have to do that? And you did it with somebody that has gotten fucked over continuously, you know, by you and your booking. So, yeah, to you, Tony Khan. Yeah. And yeah, so, if you look, I think really honestly that let's go there. He's got a lot of great producers. He's got a lot of great people backstage. Jimmy Jacobs, um, you
He's
know.
got people that could write the book for him, but he's still
Oh
too
yeah,
busy being a
Dante, all
mark.
these people, but he doesn't do it. And it's a shame that, I mean,
Look,
I
love
don't
him or
know.
hate him, he could have turned the book over to Punk and done better than him
No
super marking
way.
it out.
No way.
I
No,
guarantee it.
no. Oh my gosh. Willis says he misses Ricky. Peaches, Peaches, Peaches crew. Peaches crew.
It's their
Guess
gang
what?
sign now.
Yeah, I know. Guess what, people? Collision. Your boy's
Mm-hmm.
back, the face of Collision. He's back on Saturday, tomorrow. Yep. Him and Big Bill going for that championship. Oh, yes. So
And he
before
should.
I go on,
Mm-hmm.
shout out to Fans First Sports Network for letting Wrestling on the Rocks do our thing and letting me have my moment of zen. Thumbs up. So before I go back into the face of Collision, um, I just want to toot our own horn. Toot toot. Doesn't why we need sound effects sometimes. Anyways.
Oh, we have them. You just didn't tell me you needed them.
Oh, okay. Well, I like to toot our own horn here sometimes.
Okay.
Or Marsh would have used the fart gun. And I'm not gonna lie, just don't tell Marsh this. I kind of miss the fart gun. But then he's gonna do it like twice in a episode, and I'm just gonna be all, no, I don't miss that. So yeah, I guess yeah, be careful what you wish for. But am I not mistaken? But didn't we call the results of the quarterfinals
Yes.
this week on Dynamite? Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Young Bucks beat Private Party. It was it's kind of sloppy match, but more on Private Party. But and the Best Friends won.
Hmm.
So what does that mean? It means the Bucks and Best Friends, and they actually cut a very interesting promo. The Best Friends, like Trent, Heavyweight Trent, was like, yeah, these are the guys that brought us into this company. True. So I love the shirt that they have. Very simple. It says best friends win the big one. Best friends with Chuck Taylor win the big one. That's their shirt right now that they're wearing. Cute. Will it happen? I don't know. I don't think so because that I think would honestly, I think that would break up best friends because unless Chuck is not going to wrestle anymore, but that's a hard one. Six man is more their speed, I think. But goddamn, I love they beat the goddamn Kingdom. God damn it, I loved it. Yes, Matt Taven,
Yeah.
you suck. You just suck. God, I do
And
miss
now,
Maria with them. I do miss Maria with them.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
I
I
know
like Mike
these.
Bennett. I don't like fucking Matt Taven.
Well,
Any of our faithful Tuesday night, Thursday, Tuesday. Oh my God, Thursday night chaser, you know, people know that I don't like Matt Taven. I don't think
yes.
he's any good. That's the man who fucking ruined Ring of Honor when
Well,
he became champion. People didn't like it. I know controversial take, but it's true. It's true. What Tony Khan really needs to do, let's right a wrong. Let's bring Marty Skrull back and give him the fucking book.
yeah.
Because let me tell you, if that all that didn't happen, imagine what ROH would have become. Because I do. I do. I think about that all the time.
Yeah.
I do.
And there aren't too many people that have a good mind for the business that,
No. No.
when you have one person that's virtually running roughshod
Mhm.
over 3 or 4 different shows, he's not BKM. He's just not.
No. And he has a football team that he does the draft and everything. He's got a footy team, you know, and it's like, what else do you need, dude? Like, I'm waiting for him to get an MLS team. It's like, dude, can you buy the fucking Oakland A's? Okay. Can you buy us, from John Fisher? Can you please buy us? Like everyone, they had their opening night last night, and this is totally way off the topic, but um, shout out to the diehard Oakland A's fans for not going into the game, fucking celebrating in the parking lot with everybody. And I think that I did not go. I didn't, whatever. But I think that that says volumes. And now they're tossing around. They don't even want to give Oakland a MLB team. They're thinking Sacramento, and I'm like, you can't do that. You can't decimate an economy. So, but anywho's,
The
so yeah,
Sacramento
Tony Khan has just got
shitbags.
he's got his hands in so many pots that it's like, can you fucking choose one? I get it, you want to sign everybody. I get it. Okay. But at the end of the day, you have a roster filled with people, quite a few people who don't do shit, who should do shit. That's why we
Yep.
miss Ricky. That's why we miss the face of Collision. That's all I'm saying.
That's
Now,
why we miss Miro and every other person that has all the talent in the world singing catering.
Miro doesn't even show up anymore.
Yeah.
These guys
And
don't show up. And because do you think Ricky Starks was showing up the last like 6 weeks? No.
yeah.
But is what it is. Cole Cabana wasn't showing up anywhere for the longest time. But is what it is. Now he's a tag team.
Mm,
I'm just saying. They need to beat the Kingdom so they can have the fucking tag belts. That's all I know. All I know. Cutler Cabana
yeah.
for that. But again, it's all good. So, on that note with the tag teams, we did predict that. I must say, have you been watching the Young Bucks since they've been doing this this EVP gimmick?
Mhm.
Oh, we have technical difficulties over there. Not us, people. But I don't know. I quite enjoy EVP Young Bucks. And I'll tell you why. I think that it's a refreshing change to what they've been doing. And I really thought it was very smart booking this week after Best Friends won uh their quarterfinal match to come out and do the classic stare down. I thought that was pretty great. Um, and I feel like they um they definitely, you know, get a lot of slack from people. So I'm kind of liking this thing. I'm liking this thing with Okada. I just am waiting to see when everybody's healthy where it's going to go. I think it'll be very brilliant. Better than anything that they're doing with Ocean Spray. And I say this only because, not because I don't like Ocean Spray. It's boring as fuck. It's very boring. Him and Shibata, that no selling, that match this week pissed me off. I'm like, I'm watching it and I'm getting angry at the TV because it's all the no selling. I would have enjoyed it more had there not been all that no selling on the part of Ocean Spray. But that's not my call. It's not Tony Khan writing it. It's the guy. It's the ego. Okay. So next time I'm at a show, and no, I am not going to any of these ones that are coming up in May, although I want to. Um, yeah. If you guys, I need to be, more reason why is I need to be like close to the front because I got to be close enough that motherfucker can hear me. Because when he hears my voice, he knows. He knows. He knows. Actually, Willis brought up something funny about Full Gear because he said that, and I didn't notice this, but Ocean Spray told me to pipe down. Never, never. Nope, don't tell me what to do, buddy. You pushed a woman. Did I deserve it? No. Some people say I did, but little me?
Little old me.
Little me. Yeah, I did not deserve being pushed by him. Did not
That's
deserve
fair.
that.
I just think that the concept of going little old me, you're a feisty little something.
When I don't like something, I don't like something. When I absolutely hate something, oh, I absolutely hate something.
This is fair.
I walk the line. I try to walk the line, but when there's a lot of things opinionated that I am will sway one way. As far as like with majority of like wrestling, whatever. But if I don't like something, I don't like something. You know?
That's
And then
fair.
yeah, and if I like something, then oh, I really like something. And I know what I like people don't like, so fuck you. So, yeah, let me enjoy what I like. You enjoy what you like. Because the bottom line for me is let me enjoy what I like. I'll let you enjoy what you like. But don't talk shit about what I like. Someone tried to
Yeah,
say that, I'm trying to put my dislike of, I'm trying to pawn it off on people to make them not like Ocean Spray. No. The only people I do that for, okay, are people who say, I don't like problematic wrestlers. Well, let's face it. I believe there are no angels. There are no angels in this industry. There are a
nope.
lot of skeletons. A lot of skeletons. There's very few people, okay, that I will say are good people. Very, very few. Genuinely. Across the board. Nothing to hide. Have nothing. So when we're like, oh, this person's problematic, I will call you out. Because
No,
when you don't like you're saying, oh, I don't like X and X because, oh, you know, they're problematic. Well, when you have another person who's problematic, you know, how do like you can't, it's just, oh, it just kills me.
look.
It's just so, it's just so fucking just,
I
I'm
think
not
at the
even gonna
end
go
of the
there.
day, and this is probably something that should be said,
Mhm.
is that the term problematic or anything that's supposed to imply significance of bad behavior, the issue that we have here is that the word is being watered down to include pretty much everything.
Mhm.
And that's a problem. And
Yeah.
so people who are legitimately problematic, like Joey Ryan, are getting lumped in with people who just look the wrong way at someone. And that's a big problem.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're seeing a bit of a kickback on that where it's slowly coming through.
Yeah. Like one of the think the big names really with it, and I think we touched base on this before in episode 1, is I'm gonna point out Matt Riddle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the shit, like he said, because didn't he also say like he was doing coke and shit when he was on the WWE roster?
I don't know.
I don't know. He did a lot of shit, but all I know is this: like,
Mm-hmm.
his behavior, right,
Mm-hmm.
is okay. If you were to match him and Joey Ryan, are they on that same level? No,
Nope.
they're not. Joey Ryan is on this whole other echelon. Okay,
Yeah.
because when you start involving like courts and shit like that, that's a different level. Okay.
Well,
Someone like right now, I mean, topically, I'm just bringing this up because it's topically Diddy and all of
yep.
that, R. Kelly, the whole controversy with it. Okay. I like
Mm,
to akin it to the British wrestling scene. Okay.
right.
Circa 2000 to 2020. And it's like there's a lot of players in this, right? The levels of
Right.
play are all different. Okay. You get some people, like obviously with, R. Kelly. I'm going to use an example of British wrestling. The example, or that whole group that,
Mm-hmm.
was around Britain. Because I think there's some Kiwis and Aussies in there too, but all lumped. I mean, they have the Queen on their currency. So, I don't know. That could be wrong. That could be a dumb statement of mine. But the equivalent to R. Kelly was like, to me, is Travis Banks, because he had a very young underage girlfriend, R. Kelly. Okay. That's something that's not right. Okay. That no. Okay. I don't like to say people are grooming or whatever. I don't like that term. The term bothers me because it just does. But you've got that. Then you've got like Diddy, who, that's not good in itself. And I want to say that was probably people like, I don't know, Jack Gallagher, there's a lot of people that could be. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you have Jay-Z, who's around it, not implicated yet, but is around it. That is Ocean Spray. He knows what's going on. He knows, right? He'll probably be, he has his own issues that he gets called out for, right?
Right.
So, I mean, that's a great example of whatever. How do you put Marty in there? I don't know. I like to think of Marty as kind of like, I'll say it because this happened because I keep on social media. I saw it like a billion times. LeBron James. Okay. Ain't nothing like a Diddy party. That's Party Marty right there. He associates with the person. It's probably not good. Whatever. That's Marty. And then the one person who I think they know everything, and I don't know who this would be in this
Mm-hmm.
scenario, but the one who's like the that knows all the secrets and will never like say, Zack Sabre Jr.
Yep.
Yeah. So, life imitates art, and there's different levels to it. That's why like I'm using that as a great example, because there are different levels to it. Like R. Kelly, Joey Ryan, cut from the same cloth, like sexual deviance. you know? That's all.
Well,
But
and
yeah.
I know you've been wanting to get that off your chest for a little while.
Mhm.
Um, and the one thing, and this has been the advice that was kind of passed on to me from people, been around it long enough, is if you hear it from a dirt sheet, not from the person directly, if you're hearing it from a third party, but you're not hearing it from them, were you there? You know,
Mhm.
it's were you a witness to any of this? Because the business can be incredibly cutthroat. There are people that, who know where all the skeletons are buried, and then there's other people that, think they know where the skeletons are buried, and the line is blurred a lot.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And
I
we're
like
not a
to
dirt sheet here. We don't talk
we're not.
inside baseball.
We're not. And I will say, this is where um every every industry, okay?
Hmm.
Every industry has something like this, right? Because one of the big things with now I'm going to take these two sports as an example
Hmm.
because I've seen people get called out on it, but it's still okay because it still happens. Like these guys who beat their wife, baseball players, hockey players, right? But it still goes on, you know.
Yeah.
It's not as open. And I think that when we're looking at some of these things, I think musicians pretty fucking bad.
Oh yeah.
Pretty fucking bad. I mean, honestly, everybody probably is. Like you know, whatever. But it's not for us to be the judge. Again, like I said, you know, we all know
Uh,
where I stand with certain things. But, honestly, to be quite honest, like in the case of like Joey Ryan, did I know these things were going on? No. Can I sense those things were going on? Maybe. But also, you also have to remember there's the persona and there's the real person.
hmm
And a lot of people forget that. A lot of people do. And nobody knows, well, majority of people don't know the real person. There are very few people that wear it on their sleeves. Shout out to Joey Janela. Fucking Nick Gage, MDK all fucking day. I mean, seriously, these are guys that, you see it. And for as much shit as I give Phil's a little fake too, but for the most part,
He
you
is who he
know,
is.
he is who he is. And he doesn't apologize for it, even though
Yep.
he's shitty. But I think that, people need to realize that, now, am I saying because of what I said, like the Joey Ryan thing, he's, like I'm giving it a hall pass? No,
No.
because there were so many people. It's like Harvey Weinstein. So many people that had that similar thing that it's like, yeah, that's a big red flag. Yeah. So, but again, like I said, yeah,
It's just
it's
our
like that.
rule. If you didn't
Mhm.
hear it directly, you don't know for sure. That's the way it will
Exactly.
lay out.
Exactly. And I will say this, and this is me maybe stirring a pot,
Hmm.
is that sometimes there are even fans out there that are very well known or like to be well known, uh, that have a lot of skeletons in their closets. And if you people knew and really looked at some things, I would say you better fucking apologize to me for giving me shit about this shirt, the person who gave me this shirt.
Mm.
Because guess what? Guess what? Yeah. I don't
Oh,
associate myself with people who are actually like actual, I don't want to say they were convicted, but there's a lot of fucking shit. Yeah, that's wrong. I don't associate with that. I'm just saying. So,
all right.
yeah.
Now I gotta ask.
Yes.
Okay, throw something positive into the universe. Throw it out there.
About anything in particular or
Anything. Just throw it out there.
God
Palate
damn it,
cleanse
Ricky
us a little
Starks is
bit.
going to be on my TV again. God damn it. Oh, that's one
Yes.
thing. Yes. And the other thing that I want to, it's a positive thing. I was watching some clips
Mhm.
of GCW, Cardona and Danhausen. Okay.
Mhm.
Most people on, Thursday nights know, not a fan of Danhausen. The
I'm a fan
gimmick,
of
I don't.
Danhausen.
I know you are. Marsh loves Danhausen. I don't get it. Let me bring my little Danhausen thing. I should send, since you're a fan, I should send you this little Chase, the mini brawler. The
I
Chase, he
would.
has teeth. I should send you it because it's just fucking sitting here. It doesn't
I.
match my, the ones that I have open is obviously, I have this one and I have what we call the Big Daddy, the huge one. Of course, this one
Mhm.
where I miss all the coats. I miss the coats. I'm glad he didn't sell all of them. And then, of course, I have the newer version. I have the one like the Dolly he sent me, and then I have the Scotty Goldmans. I have the Chase and I have the original Scotty
Nice.
Goldman. Shout out to Pro Wrestling Tees for giving me both because they knew I'd fucking be pissed if I didn't get both. Anyways, and then of course Zack Sabre Jr. Yeah, I do want their new uh uh TMDK's new sweatshirt.
No, I haven't seen it
Um,
yet.
yeah, it's has the logo, but around the logo on the front, it's a throwover hoodie. It says on it, Young Punks Worldwide, which I love. And then on the back of it, it has the different flags of the different countries. So there's a flag from the Philippines, there's one from the UK, there's one from Australia, there's one from the United States. I thought it was really fucking great. So I got to pick that one up. I gotta remind myself to pick that one up. Because I love them. That's a great staple. But I don't I don't get the Danhausen thing. I don't. I've had Marsh explain it to me. I think you've explained it to me once. Episode 1. I still don't get it. I don't
Well,
don't understand the teeth. Don't understand the obsession with a blimp. I don't get it. Okay, I don't get it. And it's funny because people who fucking love Danhausen are like, I can't stand Colt Cabana. I don't like that comedy shit.
because Colt Cabana is not very evil.
But Danhausen's not very evil. Colt's very nice,
Yes, but he's not
unless you're
very
Phil.
evil.
He can be evil. Colt Cabana can
But
be evil. I'll tell you how he can be evil. And I have receipts on this. Yes, I do have receipts on this. He blocked me. Me, of all people. He blocked me.
Danhausen says very nice, very evil. I've been.
But Colt Cabana blocked. Well, he has not. I'm not currently blocked. And Kira, cheers to you. Cheers to you on a Friday night.
Girl.
I know. See, you missed the TNA talk. You missed the TNA talk again. But it's okay because we're talking about it. It's
We
not
can do
because
it
Marsh
again.
isn't here. Thursday Night Chaser on Friday. Yes, it's the working for the weekend edition, the Friday night, whatever.
Last
I don't
call.
know. Last call, Friday night last call. I don't know. This is like the straggler crew. This was the crew that drank a lot on Thursday and they slept through the whole fucking day. Yeah. This is
I've
what
had those
this
days. It was
I
brutal.
have to. I have to. And let me tell you, and this was like on a weekend long wrestling trip. Oof. Don't recommend that to anybody. But but yeah. So Cole Cabana did block me at one time, and he had over 100 people go up to him and say, you should unblock Amanda. And that was the original Double or Nothing Starcast. He was like, I did like when they started, like as they kept coming, he was like, I did. Can you tell her already? I did. She knows that. He was kidding. But yeah, people know. People know. That's why. So
Mhm.
yes, he is very nice. He can be evil, and that was very evil. I even have
Right.
friends of mine that was evil.
But he's not like
Phil Brooks thinks he's evil because
what?
he has a checking account with
Oh,
his mom.
well, I mean, to be fair, you know,
Mania costs too much. Oh
yeah,
yeah, even Kira, even like GCW, the collective costs a lot when you buy the package. Even though, yes, the package is a good deal, okay,
very good deal.
but even like WrestleCon, you're going from Friday to Monday. I will say this: your hotel's probably killing you. The Uber's or Lyft is gonna kill you.
No,
LA is one thing, but like New Orleans, when I went, what was it, 2017? The whole trip's like 40. What the wait, Kiro, $45,000.
yep,
What are you doing? Are you paying The Rock to let you oil him up before his match? I mean, what that's a lot of money.
just answer me this. Where's your seats?
Very good question. Both nights. And are going to the Hall of Fame. Oh, so you got front row both nights. 5,000
Yep.
a night.
But
Now,
which
you know
side
what?
front row? Because going front row, depending on their relation to hard cam, soft cam, and ramp, are three different animals.
Oh, I know. But if you were able to, um, I don't understand with WWE and even AEW, I
Hmm.
don't understand the politics behind it
What do you mean?
because okay, you always see the same people. Like a friend of mine, shout out to Manny, Beast Mode Manny, from Seattle. He's been going, but they've been paying the ticket. How they've beat the Ticketmaster system, I have no idea. But he's pretty much been front row ever since I want to say uh Wrestle Dream,
Oh,
or maybe one before. I don't remember. I know when he was at Revolution last year, he wasn't on the front row, and I don't think he went to Full Gear. Did he? No, he did go to Full Gear. Yeah, I think he did. I don't know. I have to go back and watch. But yeah, I mean, but I don't know. And in like Chicago, there's always the same people. There's a fan right now that everybody's like very anti, who's a fraud. Again, people, you're not, all of us as fans, we're all important, but nobody is more important than another person. I don't care if you're
yep.
Brock Lesnar, dude. I don't care if you're me. I don't care if you're like Willis or if it's you, did you? I don't care. We're all the same. It's political, yes, and I don't go for that bullshit. But I mean, like,
I'm like
yes,
Amanda,
I
but
miss.
less Asian.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'll tell you, I miss the old days of ROH in Las Vegas because one night I would get comped by one person, and then the second night I get comped by the other person. I'll let you figure out those ones, people. I'll let you figure it out. And
I'm not gonna figure it out.
yep, I know anyone can. But it didn't start with front row. It didn't. It graduated up to front row.
Mm.
But I was never truly on. I was not allowed to sit hard cam after my shenanigans. I think it was 16th anniversary. My double middle fingers at Matt Taven. Okay.
Mm.
And then SmackDown and the Hall of Fame was 3,500 total. I don't recall how much Stand and Deliver was. And then Raw Monday, I think, was 2,000. Then the hotel and plane for all of the nights. So not including souvenirs, it was $45,000. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Damn.
Two. I'm assuming two tickets, Kiro. I'm assuming two tickets. If it's one, I'm gonna have a I'm just like, wow. Like me, there's one day where I would love to sit front row for one of these AEW shows. Right. I would love to. New Japan is cheaper with when they're in the US, it's cheaper,
Mm.
But I would love to. I almost did, and I'm a little upset with the Kia Forum because I don't know why I'm not getting the pre-sale codes anymore. But there is a single seat in the front row hard cam. And they've now, after the on sale, they're charging $1,000 for that. I'm
That seems
not
wrong.
paying $1,000 for a fucking Dynamite, especially because okay, yes, it is the Dynamite before Double or Nothing, but let's be real, okay? I'm not getting Ricky Starks on there. I'm getting Ocean Spray, and I am not paying $1,000 to yell at Ocean Spray. I am not. Shit. That's not lie now. I'm not. Now, if Marty were on the roster, I would. A retail ticket for a single night of Mania is $20,000.
Correct.
And I always question Hero and Digi. I'm just wanting everyone's input. So, like, when you see people like, remember, I don't know if they still go, that
Mm-hmm.
mom and that weird dude that goes with her that looks like he could be like one of the Ramones. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
They're always like in the front row. No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. There's a mom and her, I think it's her son, and he looks like he's like one of the Ramones. You've got Brock Lesnar guy.
Mm-hmm.
There's I'm sure there's other fans like gimmicky. I know the sign guy, the one that has the red hat, he's not always in the front for these big things anymore. I noticed. This is me. But it's like I'm pretty sure that, the Fed and other places, they give some of these people that priority, right? If I ever
Yep.
wanted that, I'm like, no, I'm made for good TV. Okay. Like I was in the front row because I was seat filling the Dynamite after Revolution last year in Sacramento. And the little Ricky Stark segment when Juice attacked him. Yeah. You could just, go back and watch my facial expressions. Yeah, it was great. Looking doe-eyed. Yeah, seriously, I was like this at one point. And then yeah, great. Oh, green shirt guy, Smiley Smiles. He actually said he won the lottery, and that's how he affords to go on shows. Yeah, if I won the lottery, I'd start my own promotion. Seriously, I would start my own. I don't have to be on TV or whatnot, but I would start my own promotion.
Yeah.
You know, I would, and I'm a fantastic booker. I've booked AEW before. So is Marsh. We've booked AEW before.
Yeah.
People take our takes too. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But green shirt guy. You see, everyone's got a gimmick. I don't. Unless you want to think that my gimmick is yelling at Ocean Spray. That's not a gimmick. That's a fucking lifestyle. Okay.
Well,
there's a difference. Yeah.
And
call it a lifestyle. Holy shit.
As a fan, you're just a fan. Unless you're actually in the business, part of the business, involved, you do not have a gimmick.
No.
It's a lot to unpack for some people.
Yeah, even me, who's driven wrestlers around, fed them, booked hotels, and stuff like that for promotions and individual wrestlers. That does not mean that I get a gimmick. No,
True.
It's not. It does not mean that. Doesn't mean that I'm like MJF and I'm better than you. Doesn't mean that. It does not mean that. I mean, you know, am I better than some people? Yeah, I am. It's just because these people are assholes and have done personal shit to me or people I know. And yeah, I'm better than that because I don't do that. I don't play that game.
It's like that
Okay.
responsive because they're assholes.
Because they're assholes. Yeah. Bitches and all that shit. Whatever. But again, you also have to ask yourself, okay, these people that like to think that they're singsters and stuff. Do people tell you anything? Does the talent tell you anything?
Mm-hmm.
Or people sometimes behind the scenes, do they tell you anything? I'll let you marinate on that one. I'll let you marinate on that one. I know people that get told things. Mhm.
Me too.
Yeah. And I will say this, just because I'm told things does not mean that I'm better than someone else.
Truth.
Mhm. Cheers to that one because it's the truth.
And cheers to Kuro for putting up a fucking house payment up.
45 grand. Holy shit. Big. Oh, if I had liquor in this, holy shit. Next time I'm doing a double shot Kuro because damn,
Well,
that's a
and
lot.
I
That's
can say this.
mm,
Like, I know where you're going, and depending on where your hotel, it can be interesting.
that's like 5 months salary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But you're
Yeah.
willing to drop that money. Like most people,
Mhm.
not everybody is habitual to WrestleMania because it's just so
Yeah.
damned expensive.
Mhm.
So when you do it, it's like it's that once in a lifetime shot where this is that big event. So putting up
Mhm.
$45,000 for a bucket list item isn't so bad.
Mhm. See,
Oh,
that's how I would feel if I were to go to see New Japan, right? Not
mm,
necessarily, well, Wrestle Kingdom. Um, but like I have some items if I go see New Japan that I want. Like I want to see a thing in like Cork and Hall, you
hmm
know. I want to see real sumo too. I mean, there's all sorts of shit. But my biggest expense,
video game store.
no, you don't know me that well. My
No, it's
business,
called a joke.
oh, my business expense, this bitch right
Yeah,
here, Hello Kitty, because I always said that I need to have at least 10 to $20,000 US to spend just on that
look,
because I have to ship
Batsmaru
it
is the
home.
man.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh, you,
priorities. And then of course I
you,
got to go to Disney and Tokyo Sea, Sanrio Purio Land,
the
probably
the
Universal
you want
to
to do
see
the
the
Nintendo park that they have there?
Yep. Yeah. So
Um,
I'd have to do all of those. And
uh,
I have to ride on the Hello Kitty plane on Eva Air. So that means I have to go to now the only one is in Chicago. So I have to fly to Chicago, then fly to Japan. Actually, no, Taipei, and then fly to Japan. So I'm nuts. I'm completely nuts off my
oh,
rocker when it
and
comes to that.
you can love Hello Kitty, but Batsmaru will always be better.
Oh, let me show you my. I had a shirt on today. It was Grumpy Bear and Batsmaru. But look at this. This is the
That is
Sanrio
so
collab right
cute.
now. Isn't that cute? Bats Maru and Grumpy Bear. Hello
That is
Kitty is
so
Cheer
cute.
Bear because she's pink. I have a rack of Hello
Well,
Kitty dolls behind me. So
depending on where you're going to eat,
food and
um,
souvenirs and such. I think it's 50 to 55. You know, Kiro, I will tell you this. I was surprised with some of the merch. I'll be honest with you.
some of the merch is
And
expensive as fuck.
yeah, but it all depends on what you're getting. Are you getting belt? They had jewelry, which was really expensive shit that looked kind of cheap. I thought, like for me, and I thought this was a great value. Well, actually, the clear bag was a better value than this. But last year I got the little clear, they had a wristlet.
Hmm
It was $10. And also the big clear bag was $10. I don't even think I have the clear bag. No, I don't even have. I gave them as gifts, but like these
That's
were
not bad.
great because I could use them at a show or whatnot. Right now, this is just a pen. It has some pens on my desk and cough drops because that's how we roll. And so I thought that that was great. And yes, I did buy 2 shirts. I had to buy the finish the story kind of shirt because at the superstore, that one was different than what was sold online. And also
Mhm.
at, I believe also at the show, because he had the Uncle Sam like patriotic coat on, you know, with Pharaoh, and in the other shirt, he does not have it on. And then I bought the really cool art print shirt that was the Usos in a lowrider with Paul Heyman driving. That's a fucking great shirt. Yeah, and they had the person who did that art also put all of the other different wrestlers that they did on a skateboard. That was really cool,
So,
because I would have had people sign that and whatever. It didn't have wheels on it, but it was the deck, and I thought
like,
that was
here's the
pretty cool.
thing with, and like, Kira, if you've never done this before, there are going to be select items that are going to be a little more pricey that are specific to WrestleMania, specific to the Hall of Fame. They're just going to be very specific to that. They're not going to be sold online. So,
Oh, here it is. So whenever I actually get the chance to go to a mania, I pay to go to the autograph signings and all that. I pay for 4 of each person doing signings to give to the 3 kids who like WWE who live in my neighborhood. That's fucking awesome. That is
that's
fucking awesome.
that's legit, Kiro.
Mhm. And then Kiro also to just remember to at the superstore. I don't know if they did it before. I don't ever remember. I don't. It was also my first time doing it last year. But they also had shirts for each of the Hall of Fame inductees.
Mm,
Like they had one last year. There was one for everybody because I think Marsh got the Andy Kaufman one.
yeah,
Um,
I wish I would have gotten the Medusa one.
yeah, and then like Bull would be a great one to get.
That's going to be fire. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I mean
because she deserves it.
yeah, it's a plain concept thing, and hopefully Heyman's getting a lot of shit over there. I hope so. I really do. I really do with Paul Heyman.
Oh, and Heyman's just like, I'm not retiring yet. It's like, but you're still going in anyway.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't mean you're you know doesn't mean you're retired. Part of me is like when Cena finally gets in there, like I want to go just because I love Cena.
Hmm.
And no, it's not because I want to look at his button suits.
I mean, to be fair, Peacemaker needs that second season like yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've been,
Not because
uh,
of the undecent. No, I'm not talking about that. It was so fucking good.
oh
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. That's how I feel about the other one. I think that needs another season. I don't know if they can pull it out or
Mm,
whatnot. Was I loved WandaVision going into the Marvel thing.
they
That
can't
was my favorite.
really. They
That was
they
my
ran out the source material on that one.
yeah.
The
That
Scarlet Witch is a badass.
I fucking love the Scarlet Witch. But the one thing that I liked was if you didn't know anything really about the Marvel universe,
Hmm.
it was a good one that didn't make you feel stupid. Like Loki, I know some Marvel universe, but that one made me feel dumb. But that's just me. I had to watch it 3 times until I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. But, you know, I think that also with Mania as well,
Mm.
um WWE Speed has its own title. Yep, they
It's
sell all the
true.
belts. They sell all the belts. They sell the briefcases. They sell they sell everything. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, did they do it? I don't know because I wasn't around any of that, so I don't know if they did autograph signings.
Mhm.
But I will say this: if you guys do go to WrestleCon on, I believe Saturday, Ricky Starks will be there 9 to 1 for the Dusty Rhodes Foundation um signing. And if you see him, tell him I said hi.
I actually got asked why you weren't there.
For
for the West Coast Pro for that the event they had last week.
Who asked?
Come on now.
Oh, um,
Yeah, she asked because I
oh, she
told her you.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for me, it's like Scotty and I right now, like it's the Joshi thing, right? And I'm just
Yeah.
that, and not only that, but I'm like, if y'all don't want to bring someone, Brianna, or whatever, Zack Sabre Jr., or whatever that I want to see, because I know he will never book Marty, and that's fine. That's his prerogative. He doesn't know the story.
Doesn't really
Whatever.
matter if he does or not.
Doesn't matter. But I'm just like, I couldn't, and I just couldn't do it. Like, I just was like, because a lot of people ask me, like, oh, you didn't go? And I go, no. Mm-mm. I didn't go to Queen of Indies last year. Hell, I didn't even go to the King of the Indies, because as soon as they announced Dragon Lee, I'm like, oh, that's who's winning it, third time in a row, even though Mayor Fuji was there. And I've always wanted to see Mayor Fuji wrestle. He's coming back in May. This is where I'm like, we need Zack Sabre goddamn Jr. on that card. I know we're going to get Jeff Cobb, because Cobb is doing Prestige a couple days before, the Thursday before. So if he doesn't bring Cobb, I'm going to say, what the
You know what I want to see more of?
Hmm.
I want to see more of Sammy Callahan.
I saw that he was on Prestige, Roseland
Yep.
8. And I'm like, yo, Sammy hasn't been out west since I can't remember I don't think he did Defy, but part of me says he did. But if not, it's been since Reseda,
Well,
unless Impact had a show out here. So
yeah, because it's mostly been the contractuals between that and running Revolver. He's got his own thing going on.
yeah. But I think even with Revolver, though, I mean, he does do those other indie dates. Like, I know
I just want to see more of him.
I know. So do I. Him and Jess. Let's go there.
Yeah.
I want to see both of them. And I think the other team that I really want to see out there too is Rascals 2.0 with Trey and Zachary.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I haven't seen Trey wrestle in a long time live. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it's about that time, you know what I mean?
And why isn't the West Coast? Why don't, like, in general, why is no one booking Josh Alexander?
Well, Josh Alexander, if I'm not mistaken, is still under contract for the rest of this year.
But I thought that a lot of those people do indies too.
They can do indies,
Mhm.
but that doesn't necessarily mean they do.
True. Because another one on the Impact roster, TNA,
TNA.
sorry, TNA. Fucking, I know he'll do shit. Fucking Alexander Hammerstone.
Yeah. Who?
Which I'm glad he's not with, MLW. Glad. Because
didn't go AEW. He didn't go to the Fed.
Nope.
And he's with the same locker room of some really talented fucking individuals.
Yep. And Hammerstone, we love fucking Hammerstone. I don't want maybe he kind of is friend of the show. That fucking love him. Fucking
He
love him.
showed up and kicked ass, and he's still kicking ass over there.
Yeah. I'm glad he's gone away from the denim pants.
Yeah, denim's
Those
kind of
like
hard to
stretchy
deal with.
jegging kind of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's got great fucking legs. Told him that. I'm like, you have great fucking legs. Why? Yeah. Anyway, style is everything. So with Sean Spears being allowed to use Sean Spears as his name, this is Kiro. Does it mean it might be possible to have Matt Cardona?
Yes.
Yes. And I will tell you why. I think you can weigh in on it, your opinion too. I think it's because as Matt Cardona, he has done so much to establish that brand that You can't go back to you can't go back to Zack Ryder. You cannot. You absolutely cannot. Brian Myers, he can go back to Kurt Hawkins because let's go there. Brian Myers, it's not like Cardona. Cardona has made that name. WWE should hire Blue Cane. WWE should hire. It'd be
Yeah.
hilarious. I think WWE is ripe for the return of Scotty Goldman.
Yeah.
How much power do you have, Phil? Not enough to get him fucking blacklisted. But he
Look,
should not go back as Scotty Goldman, though. Just my opinion.
Blue Cane. Yeah. There's a lot of people that are, because we're gonna see.
Jade Cargill debuted tonight.
Yeah.
I know you don't care. I don't necessarily care for her either, but I'm hoping this is the hope. I'm hoping that she develops into a much better wrestler. And honestly, I don't think she should have gone to the main roster right away.
No.
No.
I mean, there's still time to draw that back a little bit, but
yeah, her debut was bad. See, Kira, we know. See, it's because she can't wrestle. She needs to be in goddamn developmental. I'm sorry. She does, just because she's got this look, she needs to. And I don't care how much you're training with, fucking Natty and all of them and TJ. It doesn't matter. You still can't fucking wrestle. You can't.
okay.
Yeah. I don't even want to. I haven't even looked. I don't even know if I want to look, but
I'm just.
yeah.
Of
You
course.
should pin someone in the ring despite not being in a match, and the match was already beat. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my God.
No,
Kira. Okay.
yeah.
Man, this sounds like Tony Khan booking. Are we sure that Tony didn't book this shit? That sounds like some stupid shit he would do.
Well, I think
Ay,
it's more
ay,
along the
ay.
lines of if the match is over and she tried to pin someone, that was on her.
No, because I don't think she's gotten that kind of clout that she can just do what she wants. You know
I
what I'm
don't think it's she
saying?
do what she wants. I think she just forgot.
No, her debut, Kira said this, was literally shot for shot supposed to be a jab at Mercedes. Okay, I'm sorry. Mercedes, Jade Cargill. No offense.
Two
No
sides of the
offense.
same. Why am I watching them?
But also, it's like, that's like fucking apples and oranges. Like, if you want an example of a great, like, apples to apples, like, comparison with AEW debuting someone, AEW with Ocean Spray, WWE with Marty Scurll. That's even playing field. But the scale's going to tip toward Marty because why? He's better on the fucking microphone.
Yeah.
I could not understand that dumb motherfucker. And he's always like apologizing because he's done some stupid shit. Yeah. Ugh. I swear to God.
Like,
I swear to God. I swear to God. I think he's going to be on the Jericho again.
I
So
think
I need some one
like what I'm seeing here, just kind of cursory looking over, was that she's Jade Cargill's now getting involved in the thing with damage control.
Oh, is she?
Mm-hmm.
That's not her business.
I have nothing to do with her.
Or is it going to be a speed because it's going to be all it's going to be Naomi and Bianca and her.
Yeah, and then you
Black
have
people, Asian
Bailey.
people. Come on now. This is bullshit. That's stupid. That's dumb.
I mean, it is what it is.
Well, It will hit around the time it would be AAPI month, Asian American Pacific Heritage Month. That's May. So
Mm-hmm.
just throwing it out there, because it's way too soon for Mania, obviously, because she does not need to be in there. There are other people who need to be in Mania who work so hard and deserve it, and I'm worried about a couple people. Yep, Kira said it. They
Yeah.
immediately paired Jade with Bianca and Naomi. I'm just gonna shake my head. I'm worried about 3 people that have been contracted for quite a bit and what's gonna happen to them.
Oh, you got any names in particular we should be paying attention to?
Cameron Grimes.
I think Cameron Grimes is going to end up going somewhere else.
I think so. I'm sorry, I miss fucking Trevor Lee on the fucking indies. Okay. My thing is, and Dragon Lee literally getting a Mania moment. Fuck Dragon Lee, okay? Okay. Dragon Lee. Gonna say this. Dragon Lee is a wrestler that, first of all, I think he was very, for somebody that's a wrestler that injures a lot of people, I think he had nerve. He has nerve for saying who he will and will not lay on his back for. Example.
You don't really get a say, per se.
No, but example, the reason why he won King of the Indies 2 years in a row is because the person who fucking deserved it and had worked his ass off, Jake fucking Atlas, fucking he refused, Dragon Lee, to lay on his back for Jake Atlas. That was fucking bullshit. You're not that great. And you almost killed fucking Hiromu 10 feet away from me. Jesus.
Yeah.
I will never forget that. Never forget that. But Cameron Grimes.
I think it would be in his best interest to go.
TNA. I know that's where he was before, but you know what? Honestly, with his caliber of mic skills and yeah, because I don't like him as a face. Let me go there. As much as I love the Cameron Grimes character, to me, Trevor Lee is a fucking heel. The Carolina Caveman is a fucking heel. That's where he does his best shit. And I will say, out of shadow of a doubt, a lot of his shit that he did in PWG, fucking amazing. Fucking amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely.
And but that's one I'm worried about.
Mm-hmm.
Another one that I'm really, really kind of worried about too is Gigi Dolan.
I think Gigi is going to be just fine.
But honestly, like the whole thing with they shouldn't have broke them up. Her and JC Jane, they shouldn't have broke them up. But then again, they also shouldn't have gotten rid of Mandy. But that's just me.
You're not wrong. You're not
Because
wrong.
Mandy, I'm sorry. Talk about someone who fucking, you're like, oh, they can't wrestle. She came into fucking NXT and she made it her fucking own. It was amazing, the transformation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And she was really something.
That's the one where.
Yeah, better than she was when she walked in.
Back. Yeah, you send someone back and it was great. Apollo Crews, they tried that shit, and I'm just like, no, he's done for it because of all the shit that you you all these stupid gimmick things. Like, is he supposed to be fucking Black Panther? Is he supposed to be? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like they did the same thing with The Rock for the longest time too.
But that's different with him because he's got a family back. He's got that. He's kind of in there. You know what I mean?
Well,
that sounds weird, but
it does. I mean, that's not saying there isn't some truth to that.
yeah. But family doesn't always guarantee that you're getting things. Case in point,
True.
Natty.
Yeah, even
Yeah,
though she carries the company pretty much on her back.
she does. She does. Tamina.
Mm-hmm. She's a snooker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How many family members of Romans are in town Mania weekend? Well, probably Rikishi, definitely.
Yep.
I'd probably say, I think maybe because of GCW, you've got Journey Fatu and Jacob Fatu. Um, as
Yeah, I'm
far as
not sure.
wrestlers, there's probably at least another five or six in that family line, in
Uh,
that
Something
bloodline.
like that.
Uh-huh. And then if you add in, because whatchamacallit's also getting inducted in the Hall of Fame. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you have more, yeah, you got a lot of Samoans in there. Hopefully, um, yeah, they have a lot of Samoans in there.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, I was gonna say it's a lot of Samoans.
it's a lot of Samoans. Yeah, yeah. I
There
would
aren't
not
too
be,
many. Yeah, when
yeah.
when that becomes a point in your vernacular,
Mhm.
that's a lot.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, Jesus. But it's also one of those things too where because of the usually there are always a lot of the members of that family. Oh, well, I know who to ask about good barbecue. Damn straight.
Well, I mean that's
Damn
fair.
straight. That's
There ain't
totally
a
fair,
whole lot of
girl.
good barbecue in here in Philly, though.
No, no. But what I would probably do is, if you spot Samoans around, you probably want to eat around like the times that they're around, because it's going to be you're going to get really fresh food.
That is a fact.
Yeah, that is fact.
I've
And,
always ate well when Samoans exist.
yep, absolutely. Islanders in general, but really more so the Samoans and then the Hawaiians. But then again, Hawaiians generally are a crossbreed, because there's very, very few just native blood Hawaiian.
That's true.
Very, very few. It's a dying thing, But but yeah, no, there's going to be a lot of damn. If I were doing Philly, here's my food opinion. I've never been to
Mm.
Philly, but this is just my opinion, right? The only thing that I know, the two things that I know that Philly, when I think of Philly, I think of cheesesteaks and I think of cream cheese.
Mm.
But that's probably not like they probably, that cream cheese probably didn't come from Philly. I don't know. Don't know the
That
history of
comes
that.
from
But
outside Philly mostly.
okay.
Um,
And Kira says the one time I went to a show I was lunch at the same place and time as Paul Heyman, and Heyman got up and just paid for half the restaurant.
that's what he kind of shit he does.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have had before. This is why I miss uh the wrestling at Sam's Town. Because the after show spot was always uh TGI Fridays. Sometimes, and I've
Whew.
had this happen a couple of times, where I'm like, "Hey, can I have the check?" "Oh, no, it's already taken care of." I'm like, "Oh,
Like,
didn't
when
know."
did that happen?
Um, that happened, well, it's happened like 3 times. 2 of them were when the Bucks were still in Ring of Honor,
Mm.
because they had the little private room or whatever. 2 of them were that, and then 1 was, it was a fan who bought me food, surprisingly. I'm like, "Okay." But yeah, no, the Bucks have treated me before.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Not Yeah. It's kinda it's when you see people, like, sometimes you get, like, you get certain things. Like, it's like what I said to a friend of mine. We were talking about the Young Bucks, and I said, "There's, like, probably a handful of fans that I know, like,
Mhm.
handful of them, that oh, yeah, that they do a lot of really cool shit for."
Right.
Yeah, and, and that's a lot of wrestlers are kind of like that, you know? But
Yeah.
it's one of those things where, it is what it is. It's not about ass kissing or whatnot, and it's just, you don't have to be, well, most of them sometimes are, I don't want to say most of them are always super fans, but, you know, things happen. I can't tell you, like, with my two, or actually, the third one was different. Ricky's different. But
Right.
like Marty Cole, I can't tell you. Like, I can't. Like, can't tell you. I can tell you Ricky, because when we met, like, we just, like, there's a bond. We bonded. So, and that's where it's different with Ricky. But yeah. But I will say this, because this is going around, and I wanted to mention this because it's been a very hot topic on X. And I
Okay.
mentioned the Young Bucks. There is a person, and I kind of touched on the subject earlier, but there's been a person this week that has been, and this is where I'm a little kind of upset by. There's a person, it's a female, that she was having a person who crochets dolls. I crochet, but I don't crochet dolls. Okay, I don't do that, because I don't know how to and whatnot. I've always wanted to, but I don't. That she bought these from a person, and she's claiming the work as her own, and has a whole big thing about it. And so she's done a GoFundMe to raise money so her yarn bucks can go go see whatever with her,
Mhm.
these pay-per-views. She's always in the front row. Okay. My thing is this. If you have to, and because Kira's in here and spending $45,000 on
I mean,
WrestleMania
fuck me.
weekend,
But
okay, if you can go to all of these things and sit in front row, okay, I'm talking, you're there in Chicago all the time. I think she's from Chicago. I don't know. Chicago people piss me off in the AEW community, because they're all the fucking same people. Now that fucking I think people were pissed because originally it was all pro wrestling tees had the front row hard cam. They're not doing that anymore. Because people got pissed. But you see a lot of the same people over and over again. Like, it's very easy to identify. And my thing is this: if you're going to all of these things, like, there's one gal that goes to every fucking pay-per-view.
yeah,
I think I didn't see her at Full Gear, but saw her at Wrestle Dream, and I saw her at I think she was at Revolution last year. But a lot of these people travel. I get it, right? But if you have to go and do a stupid GoFundMe for that, maybe you shouldn't go. That's a novel idea. Maybe you shouldn't go. Because as much people on the internet don't like me, I've never done that. I've never done that. If I go to a show, like, yeah, I will spend my hard-earned money. I will get I will max out credit cards. I'll do what I gotta do.
I
Okay.
mean that is kind of the way to go.
Yeah. I mean, like, for example, when Battle of Amanda happened at Death Before Dishonor in Vegas, you know, I was it was some tough times then. I got shit from people who were like, "How the fuck can you afford to go?" Well, first of all, I got comped. Okay. Second of all, I got hotel comp. Sorry, Asian
Mm,
gambler. And I had to pay for was one night, and then the gas
nice.
and food. You go to the buffet. I mean, seriously, you do that. You know. And if you're drinking, you drink for free in the casino. You can like there's ways to cheat. Put money in and just wait for the cocktail person and then look like you're playing. Oh yeah, can I have this? And then, tip them good and they'll keep coming back regardless if you're playing or not. So I mean, just shit
Mhm.
like that. And I got so much shit from people. But it's like I didn't go do a GoFundMe. I could have, but I did not. I mean, hell, I even was like, I always said I was going to make a half and half t-shirt. Did I have the extra money to spend on getting two shirts, that I already kind of had?
Yeah.
No, no. So that's what happened. I got my shirt. Got the shirt done. I don't sew, don't have a sewing machine. So I took it to someone to sew for me. And they did. I did all the bling. They sewed. And, I mean, yeah. So I get it. When people like Hero's paying all his money. Yeah. But I'm sure Kira wouldn't put a GoFundMe out there like, oh yeah, I'm paying for three, autographs for three people, kids in my neighborhood,
Hmm.
GoFundMe. No, no. It doesn't work like that. So my thing is this. People, don't be one of those people. If you can't afford to go, then don't fucking go. It's not life or death.
Yeah.
It's
You
not.
can watch it on
Now,
a pay-per-view.
yeah. Now you could say the same thing to me in that, but you know what? Honestly, let me go there. Okay. That was such a random freaking match. And when you have the two wrestlers both tell you that is never going to happen, no one would fucking book that. If you want to see that, you need to pay us money and book it yourself. Which I'd always say, well, how much? They would never answer that. So I'm like, all right, fine. Fuck you too. So, but when it happened, I was like, no. And a lot of people who know me were like, no fucking way. She got it. She got it. That was like the dream match. When people say they have dream matches, that was my dream match. I don't really have any anymore.
Mm.
That was it. That was it. That was it. I mean, the only other one I would love to see wrestle, but that is never going to happen, is Ricky and Marty, but that will not happen. But not Marty, Colts wrestled Ricky before. That was on NWA.
Yes, it
So
was.
don't need that. Um, but yeah, I'm very simple with what I like.
WrestleMania's been good to me.
Really.
AJ Styles versus Eli Drake. I mean, LA Knight.
Yeah, but I still call him Eli Drake. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
still Eli Drake. It's still Eli Drake to me, damn it.
I know, shit. Like I can't like I what I can't wait for is did you see the from NWA his promo that he cut um when he was with Dave Marquez, his whole thing about when they won the tag championship, him and James Storm.
Yeah.
His whole thing, he was so drunk. Yeah, shoes of a champion. I can't wait. I can't wait. That was the best fucking promo ever. That was just like fucking amazing. Loved it. Yeah. Let me talk to you. I'm sorry. He's so over. My, how old is little Chris? He's almost 6 years. Well, he's 5 or 6 now. Fucking, that's his favorite wrestler now. Is LA Knight. Oh my god, my cousin, uh,
Hmm.
sending me. I call him my nephew, but my cousin sent me these. That's his son. Videos of him when LA Knight came out. Yeah, got the sunglasses, got the whole was wearing the shirt. And I was like, I thought Roman was his man. He goes, not anymore.
Yup.
Okay. Yep. So that's the best. Even his baby mama got into it and she hates wrestling. I'm like, I see you. LA Knight, man. Eli Drake. He connects everybody. He connects
My little
everybody.
miss is very much into her women's wrestling. Yeah. When Jessica Havoc and Rosemary came back as Decay, the Dark
Mm-hmm.
Decay, she was whew,
Ooh,
wanted
did
to
you
see that.
see their new shirt?
I
That
know the
white
girl
one?
who
Oh, I need one of those.
I
I
know
need one.
the girl who does that her some of her shirt work is somebody you can find at her Twitch chat if you know who you're looking for.
Oh, okay. I need to get one of those because I thought that
Yeah,
was just fucking.
worth
That
it.
shirt's fucking fire. Fire. That's the one thing I'm gonna miss about um uh Brian Keith Bounty Hunter
Mm,
is now that you have to have those stupid things. It's what I miss with Ricky too when they designed their own shirts.
yeah.
He it told me like he would do a run of only 50. And because it's like artwork and it's amazing. Like I have this one, it was this beautiful, like it's not tie-dyed, but it was this beautiful dyed shirt of some sort that's like a
Mm,
gray. And his design on it was like this almost Asian inspired version of himself, and he had someone's head. He, whatever,
right.
and it was great. Um, and I've that, and then I got the last of his run. Um,
Mm.
I haven't cut it yet, but it's a beautiful peach,
That's
and
a beautiful peach.
it's a beautiful peach color. But this one I love. His it's like an old like Western poster for a movie. hmm Lots of stuff in Spanish. It's great. Gotta love them. So
Lots of
like,
stuff in Spanish. That does make a shirt.
yeah, and I think, yeah, and I miss like I have to cut up my Absolute Ricky Starks one, the one that's like the font from the Absolute vodka bottle. I need to
Hmm.
cut it up because it's way I he didn't have any in my size, so I got to he had to send me a real huge one.
Mm.
I'm like, oh, he's like, you'll cut it up. You always cut up my shirts, and I get pissed. I go, dude, the fucking Stroke Daddy one he came out with was begging to be fucking done. And I did great. I cut it and I did a corset fucking tie in the front. Fucking looks good. Fucking looks good. Don't give me shit. And then the fucking Call Stroke Daddy that was in Japanese. Yeah, I did fucking I blinged that in like white opal. It looks pretty. Gotta admit, it looks pretty fucking fly. He's like, yeah. So, I mean, I've cut up some of his shirts. He just needs to design them again. He does. He's got a very great creative mind. Speaking of shirts, um, I have a project in the works with somebody.
Mm.
2 projects actually. So, more to
Mm.
come when they come into fruition.
More to come. Giggity.
More to come. I'll just leave it at that. Leave it at that.
Mm.
Yeah. So, I think you know what? Let's wrap it up. Cause
Yeah,
shit,
we've
it's
been going at
definitely
this for a couple hours.
oh, I know. It's couple yeah, but, lots of things, and, it really is somewhere out there, it's last call, definitely on the East Coast,
Last
if you
call where I'm at.
well, it's last call where you're at. Me, it's like, "Okay, gotta get in the club." So, get in the bar, because only so many hours to drink. So,
This is true.
before we go, couple of things. First of all, did you do your thing?
Oh, um, yeah. Sorry, had a moment there. Um,
It's okay.
so I am thankful for Kuro showing up. To being awesome, talking to us about things, and Willis, even though Willis kind of like stroked out on us and fell off the
Mm.
way he is.
Oh, Willis. What am I gonna do with you, Willis?
Mm.
Okay. Again, I'm thankful for all of those who came out to the lovely Friday night after dark. Also, I want to shout out there Medusa for her love of fucking West Coast Pro. I hope we do see her again. Um, Queen of Indies is really where I'm hoping. Aja Kong was the only person right now that was announced.
Mm.
It's gonna be good
She's
when you have fucking Aja Kong. This is her second time out with West Coast.
I know
Yeah.
Deuce has some history with her, with
hmm
Audra. She was in one of the first shoot boxing matches in Japan with women.
This is why I'm hoping that Medusa comes out, and if Marsh can come and they can podcast and whatnot, because I think that that'd be some great interview stuff.
I've got it set up like we can talk after where you can go live pretty much wherever. So when you want to go
Yeah.
to shows, we can run this
Mhm.
and we can show the show as long as nobody gets pissed at the local promotion.
They show it on YouTube. West Coast Pro.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I know that, but there's
I
more
know.
than just West Coast Pro.
Yeah, I know. The only one that I know that gets kind of pissy about that, the two, well, PWG obviously, no video. We get the fans get pissy at people like the regular PAWG people get pissy at a lot of these other fans, which is like, yeah, that's the big fucking rule, you know.
Mm.
It happens. But yeah, no. So I'm definitely thankful for that. Thankful for you to, despite your sickiness,
Mm.
to have Friday Let's Call. Um, yes. And so before I wrap it up, you got to tune in next week to another episode 1 of
It's
the
our
dive bar of the IWC. And the reason why I'm saying you have to tune in, I was told, and I don't know, Digi, if you were told,
okay.
but I heard that we're getting the band back together.
I may or may not have had something to do with that.
Really?
Mhm.
Dish, I need tea. Give me tea. I'm stirring a pot.
Okay.
Oh, you're not telling everybody here. Okay, gotcha.
Right? Because I want them to have suspense. You're gonna want to
Dun,
tune
dun,
in.
dun.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because
Dun,
we're
dun,
gonna be
dun.
3M being it. I'm just saying. 3MB.
3MB. Oh my God, that was awful.
Yes.
So glad that
But
fucking what's his face is
us
thriving in TNA.
3M being it. That's another story.
Yeah. Mhm. Yep. Yeah. So again, Digi, where can we find you?
Digi Damon WOTR on Instagram.
Yeah. And then of
And
course, guys, yeah, you can find me at Ms. Amanda Jane on X and Instagram. If you want to support the lovely show, feel free to go ahead and pick up some merch at wrestlingontherocks.com. I hear there's new merch that we were thinking of bringing out. We don't make any money off of this stuff. It's
we
pretty
really
much
don't.
at cost, you know. If you do want to, throw some bucks our way, you can be like Okada and make it rain. And you could do that at either at Ref March on Venmo or Cash App, or at Ms. Amanda Jane on Venmo and Cash App. And of course, we will shout you out because we love our peeps, and maybe it'll pay for some other fun things that we can do.
Especially the marshmallow kind, because that's the season.
Oh, I love peeps.
See?
But only the chick and not the bunny. Why? Because
The
peep
bunnies are
is the sound of
nasty. They're just, something's wrong with them.
You know what is wrong with them is because a peep is a sound a chick makes. The bunnies are unnatural. I have a whole diatribe. I actually got into a huge uh conversation about this with someone who told me that I'm on crack,
Do
and
you know
that's
what
not true. The
peep
bunnies taste
jousting
good.
is?
Mm-mm.
Do you know what peep jousting is?
Oh yes, I ruined a
Anybody,
microwave.
if you're watching, if you're listening, go check out peep jousting. It is the most amazing thing you can ever waste a microwave on.
Yeah, and I've killed a microwave
I have.
because of one. It was at work. I'm not going to say where because that's going to I'm protecting the innocent. But yes,
Innocent microwaves.
yeah, the innocent microwave, and never knew what was hitting him. It was bunny versus chick fights. And I
Chick
can
always
tell you
wins.
who. Huh?
Chick could probably win easy.
Sometimes yes and no. It was about like 60-40. But certain colors were dominant.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The diet holds them better.
No, it was more of certain ones for whatever reason. one of them actually caught fire. I'm not gonna say which one, but
That's the
it caught
winner.
no. No. That was just bad all over.
But
Now
that
that you know,
being
'cause just
said,
that being said, because it is the season, okay, I think isn't that near Philly, the Peeps, the Just Born place?
yeah,
See, if I were to go to Mania, I would be going there because I fucking love Peeps and all the merch. I'm very sad because it's all bunny merch lately. It's not the chick. And actually, somewhere in my work office stuff, I have a Peeps pink bird stress ball. I love
Mm.
them. Anyways, so guys, make sure you come next Thursday
it's
to
gonna be
another
worth it.
episode 1 from the dive bar of the IWC. My friends, that's last call, everybody. Cheers.
Producer Lady here. Thanks for tuning in. Continue to support and buy us a drink by putting the I in subscribe and reviewing our podcast. And cheers to Fans First Sports Network for keeping the dive bar lights on.
I would never have a drink with wrestling on the rocks.